Guys, I've created this new content which is called Me and Myself and I. This content is about my personal life issue, what's going on with my mind, and try to let it out. And I believe that life is not always a perfect, and I personally, my channel is about getting, showing the good stuff and the bad one. And Me and Myself and I, it's always the bad one. And let's go today's video. In my life, I've lost many friends throughout your childhood to all the way your adulthood. Today, I've lost someone. And today, it's not Tan or Max or Tyson or any of those friends. Today is more about this guy that I've known him for 9 years. Okay. This guy, he's like my first ever mentor. He made me go out and convince me to go out and do things on my own, to try to explore and to gain my life, my personal life and goals and working skills as well. His name is Hugo. I don't have his English name. He's a legal immigrant. When he moved to Australia, he actually taken part for the chef apprenticeship or traineeship or academic course. During that time, Australia was giving out them for like incentive for them to taking part of the course due to Australia's shortage of jobs during that field, and willing to give them permanent residencies. But the government later years will scrap the course, scrap the whole incentive, and therefore he left with no permanent residency. So therefore he enjoys Australia and he lives 9 years of his life. And this guy, he pretty much guided me through work, go through different work style, make me go out the box. I was this very close to do business with him, to do a market store that I wanted to do. You guys may know Eddie Hong's bao. I wanted to do bao with him as well. Unfortunately, today is the 27th of March. Next Wednesday, I don't know what day it is. Come on guys, I don't know about days. He will be deported back to China, where he's from. Due to some police raid during the invasion of the tenants' problems. Don't know the full details, but what I'm trying to tell you is that this video, I just received a call probably like 20 minutes ago, and I was really frustrated because the fact that knowing this news that I've been trying to contact him for the past 3 months, even before I moved to Melbourne, I still want to try to contact him, and it's sad to find out that he's actually going and be deported. And this guy, I built a relationship ever since I was 16, when I began working for my father with the family business, and he was working there for like 2 weeks, and my father decided to sack him because he's inexperienced and a slow worker. I think it was like 2010 and 11. My dad somehow hired him again, and he was really experienced, very knowledgeable at his work, no defects as well. And eventually he moved in with our house, and he's one of our tenants for probably living in a year. We got him out of the gambling addiction somehow. I just provided him some computer, and eventually he started to play, focus on computers, and I got him out of that sort of gambling addiction. Drinking, I reduced his drinking intake as well, but eventually he got lost out of control of that. In 2011, I was 21. He pretty much mentored me and guided me to don't be afraid and go out and explore. And by doing that, travel by yourself, you get the best experience, better than the tourists. And I took his advice. 2011, I pretty much just booked a flight to, what's the place again? Thailand by myself. He's the one who actually pushed me there. During that 7 months time, I found a job with him to work with this builder to gain some knowledge from a different point of view, which I've gained heaps of knowledge with that boss. Then my dad as well. You know, I wouldn't for him, I wouldn't able to work or go out and take a risk, you know, travel by myself or anything like that. Don't get me wrong, at the age of 21, it was the, you know, I pretty much is the first time for me to travel by myself outside of Australia. I know some of you guys will be saying, oh, that's nothing. Well, the reason why I choose Thailand over other countries is because I have a bad history of asthma attack, and I know the fact that China has a bad image for that with the companies. Anyway, we'll get to that. The Thailand trip. So the Thailand trip is pretty much is my parents forced me on to go, not because I'm going by myself, but also there was a 2 weeks flood before my departure date. It was a huge flood in Bangkok. That's where I was staying in. But anywho, my friends are telling me go as well, and they disbelieve that I go by myself. Even until today, they were disbelieve. And at the age of 21, I went by myself because I took his advice. And yeah, it's sad to have all those memories back, and how this guy, he helped me out, guide me through, guide me about life, and at the same time, you know, he's giving me some, you know, he'll shout me meals left and right and center. And like I mentioned before, we need to open our own food market store. And now he's going to be deported next Wednesday. One of the closest people, the very closest one, that's going to go away. And that's today's episode of me and myself and I. There's no script in front of me, and that's what this channel is about. No script. I will, the method will build a strong power, and hopefully, Booger, you can have a peaceful lifestyle in China. I'm off. Oh, you enjoyed these videos and you want more? Click subscribe. I make weekly videos, and yeah, what are you waiting for? Is either you click up there or type up the bar and say Lynn the Builder. Done deal. Builder dropping some knowledge.